I'm about to show you how we help 13 Nigerian students and professionals successfully relocate abroad in the last 6 months. The first client came from Lagos and his name is Emmanuel. He wanted to move to Canada. He applied by himself and also contacted some other agents to help him apply. He spent a lot of money, over 1.5 million, doing these applications without any success. He came to us frustrated, broke, and ready to give up. We sat him down, we reviewed his profile, we realized that he was applying for the wrong program at the wrong school, and he did not have good career experience to support the program he was going for. Some of these things need a professional to do it right. We found him a program that matched his work experience, a school that accepted HND and low in tuition, and the tuition deposit was also very affordable. We restructured his entire application, fixed his documentation errors, rebuilt his proof of funds. He got approved in less than 2 weeks, yes. He landed in Toronto, Canada, 30 months later to begin his program. He's now working part-time while studying in Canada. As a student, he still sends money home to support his family and living the dream life he has always dreamed of. We also have client 2, Mr. Olabanjo. He is a business graduate. He wanted to move to Australia. He went to different agents, but it wasn't successful. He also applied on his own and got denied. The reason: wrong visa category and weak financial proof. It's one thing to have proof of fund, it's another thing to explain how you got the money for the proof of fund. Poor explanation on this can lead to visa refusal. He thought his dream was over. We spoke to him, counseled him, encouraged him, and reviewed his case. We found a better pathway to skilled program in Australia for him. We helped him get his skills assessed. We restructured his financial documents and structured his CV properly to align with his career path. We built a strong case for him, and we applied to the right program, and his application for permanent residence in Australia was approved in less than 60 days. Yes. He is now in Sydney working and preparing to apply for his citizenship. That is one of our success stories. Mrs. Oji is another client that got scammed several times before finding us. Somebody referred that to us who we have helped to move to Canada, and she came for a permanent residence. We were able to do credential evaluation for her. We help her with our international examination preparation and register her for the exams. She passed the exams, and we applied for a permanent residence for her and her family in Canada, and it came out successfully. Right now, she's living in Canada as a permanent resident with her children, free education, free medical, and good life. These are some of the things we do to change lives. We also have the Ikechukwu family who needed a permanent residence or a residence permit in Europe. we were able to secure a residence permit for his family in France. 3 years residence permit renewable after that. And right now, he and his family are living in France. Husband and wife are working, children are going to school for free. And the good news is that they can travel freely to about 26 Schengen countries in Europe. And they also find it easier now to travel to other parts of the world like UK, US, Ireland, because they have residency now in Europe. Today, I'm going to show you this system for free, how it works, and how you can use it to relocate abroad in the next 4 to 6 months. Please, I'm going to give you a free checklist of the 7 most common mistakes that keep Nigerians stuck at home if you stick to the end of this video. The video is 15 minutes long, and in 15 minutes you will finally know all the secrets others are using to leave Nigeria without breaking the bank. Okay? Hi, my name is Janet Alonge. I'm the CEO of Ample Life Travel. We are a professional migration and consultancy agency in Nigeria and Canada, and we have helped over 7,000 people, both students and those who are migrating, some people going for work permit, to successfully migrate to different countries through our agency. We provide transparent step-by-step guidance from choosing your route all the way to landing in your destination country. We document everything, review your application, and ensure that you meet the criteria required. We guide you with proof of fund, CV review, and other document review. We assess you, help you with credential evaluation where needed, and ensure that you are able to meet up with all requirements before applying. We presently have over 90% success rate. While most applicants are scrambling between fake agents, watching confusing YouTube videos, applying for the wrong visas, and praying it works out, we keep things simple and affordable for our clients, and we get results like this. We also have the Asuko family. The wife already got a study permit to study in Canada, but it was very difficult to get a work permit for the husband and study permit for the children. They tried several times on their own, it was not successful, and they came to us, and we were able to review their profile, review their application and their documents, and we were able to reapply for study permit for 3 children and work permit for the spouse to join the students in Canada. And these applications were successful, and they came out within 2 months. And presently, the whole family are united. The wife is almost done with her studies. The husband is working, and the student too was working and studying. She's almost done with her program, and they are presently applying for their permanent residence in Canada. We are here to make you achieve your dream of relocating to any country of the world, and will help you to get the right requirements needed, guide you, review your documents, your application, and ensure that you meet the criteria required for the said program. This is what we can do successfully. Right now, I want you to pause and ask yourself this question. You have the qualification, you have the drive, you have the dream. So why are you still in Nigeria? Why are you still in the country you want to live? It's because you don't have a proven system that allows you exactly know how to get from where you are now to relocating abroad successfully. Not just relocating anywhere, but to your dream country. You are guessing, you are hoping, you are piecing together advice from forums, friends, and guests who ghost you. Or you are getting advice from agents who are not professionals. And here is what's happening. You have been researching for months. You have watched countless videos. You have joined every Japa WhatsApp group. You've asked friends who relocated, but you still don't know which route is best for you or the affordable ones. Should you do a master's? Should you apply for a work permit? Should you try scale migration? You are confused. You are overwhelmed. Right now, you do not know where to start. You are really scared of picking the wrong path, scared of wasting money, scared of getting refused. Maybe you've even tried applying before and you got denied and lost money you can't afford to lose again. Or maybe you have hired an agent, paid a lot of money, millions, and yet nothing is happening. Or it could be that the process is taking too long, no update, no response, just silence, and you are beginning to lose your mind. To put things in perspective, if you could be living abroad right now, you are stuck in Nigeria, that means you are losing opportunities every single day. Career opportunities, financial opportunities, the chance to give yourself and family a better life. Every month you stay stuck, you lose income. You could be earning in dollars or pounds or euros. Every month you stay stuck, your peers are getting further ahead. Now, imagine how much you are losing every single day, month, year by not having a clear path of relocating abroad. How does that make you feel? Think about it. You wake up tired, frustrated, watching friends post their abroad stories on Instagram and Facebook. Meanwhile, people who are not as qualified as you are relocating abroad. People with fewer credentials, people who started after you, people who aren't as hardworking as you are. They don't have all that you have, and they are successfully relocating to their choice countries, one after the other. They are walking the streets of Canada, working in the UK, sending money home, living free. And here's the truth. It's not because they are smarter than you. It's not because they have more money than you. It's simply because they have a system, a clear road map that shows them exactly what to do. And here is the thing, most of our successful clients were in the exact same spot you are in right now. So let's go down to business. Now this is the plan. I call this the 3-step system. You only need 3 things to successfully relocate abroad in the next 6 months or more, or even less, depending on the program you are going for. Let me show you what they are. Step 1, choose your best relocation route. Before we talk about what this means and why it matters, you need to understand this. There are many ways to relocate abroad successfully. You could do that through study permit, through skilled worker visa, work permit, investor's visa, residence permit, permanent residence, and so on. But here is the problem. Most people pick the wrong route. Yes, they see their friends get a Canadian study permit, so they apply for the same thing, even though their profile does not match that program or route. Okay, they waste time, they waste money, they get refused. That's why step 1 is choosing the right program and route for you. Let me tell you a story. A few years ago, I was working at a visa consulting firm. A client came to me. He wanted to study in Canada. He was refused twice before discovering our agency. I had to sit down, review his application, and check the documents that were used. I noticed that he was applying to study for an undergraduate program, 4 years undergraduate program, after having HND. I asked him why. He said because that was what everybody was doing. They said it was easier to just go for an undergraduate program instead of going for a postgraduate program. Going for an undergraduate program after having HND at the age of 35 is looking like using the back door to enter Canada. It does not show career perspective, does not show career progress. An officer, a consular, will be looking at such a student as unserious, as someone that just wants to use that route to come into Canada. He won't take that person as a serious student going to study in Canada. This is one of the reasons why it was refused. In fact, major reason. And so many people like that. I've seen so many people like that. Some of them, after studying for a degree, they want to go to Canada to study for another degree. You can study for another degree if you are still very young and within a good age and you have a very good explanation to give. But not at 35. When do you start facing your career? When do you enter the labor market? These are questions you need to ask yourself, and these are the things that will help people to resolve, that makes them get their visas approved. Professionalism is key. After reviewing his refusal letter, we helped him apply for a postgraduate diploma program instead of undergraduate program for 2 years, and his visa was approved. As we speak now, he is studying in Canada and is also preparing to apply for his permanent residence. After applying for permanent residence, he is eligible to apply for citizenship after spending 3 years in Canada. Here is what I learned from that experience. Having the right program, right route, and the right plan is key to success. If you pick the wrong route, it doesn't matter how perfect your documents are, you will get refused. So here's how to do it. We review your profile, your age, your educational background, your work experience, your budget, and the timeline you have. Then we match you to the route with the highest chance of success within your budget. Very, very important. Study abroad for recent graduates or people changing careers, skilled workers, visa for experienced professional, work permit for people with in-demand skills like caregivers, construction workers, permanent residence for people that have master's degree and are willing to write IELTS exam, we don't give you one size fits all program. Okay, we give you custom plan that suits your own circumstances, qualification, and budget. This is where most people fail. They follow trends instead of strategy. We make sure you follow the right path from day one and take you by the hand to achieve your dream of relocating to your choice country abroad. Step 2. Build your qualifying profile. Once we know your route, we build your profile. This is where most people get stuck, because getting approved isn't about having the right document, it's about being the right candidate. You need to be the right candidate for the visa you are applying for. This is very, very important. Again, if you are going to a study route, you need to get admission first. Not just any admission, the right school, the right program, and the right fees within your budget. And you also need to prepare your proof of fund. Explain how this proof of fund comes about. If you have a sponsor, your sponsor proof of fund for Canada should be explained. But if it's for UK, you do not need to explain how you got your proof of fund to study in the UK. You just need to have 1 month's bank statement. Whereas for Canada, you need to have about 6 months bank statement for studies. Alright? If you are going to skill work, you need to meet the skill requirements. Get your credentials evaluated by the right body. Okay? Find licensed sponsors. And if you are getting into the pool, get into the pool with the right program that you know you can easily be nominated for approval. Okay? If you are going to work permits, you need a job offer from a verified employer with the right salary and terms for that particular job. Here's what we do. We help you get admission to schools that accept HND holders, schools with affordable fees, schools in provinces with easy PR pathways. And if you are going for a master's program, we help you get into school with affordable deposits, or some schools without deposit at all if you have a 2-1. Alright, that's for postgraduate students. And if you are going for undergraduate students, we also help you get schools with affordable tuition and low deposits. For those going for work permit, we do a proper assessment for you and connect you with the right recruiters, where we feel that registering a business for you in a place like Canada would be better. We do that and get you that work permit that you need. Alright? We guide you and help you prepare your documents, review your CV to ensure that it aligns with your career path and the program you are going for. We also help you with proof of fund through the bank. Alright? We guide you through every single requirement step by step. We don't just tell you what to do, we show you how to do it, and we make sure you meet every qualification before you apply. This is how we avoid rejections and visa refusals. Alright? Step 3. Execute your visa strategy. After you've chosen your route and built your profile, now we execute. This is where your visa application comes in. But here's the difference. By the time you reach this step, you are not guessing anymore. You are not hoping. You are certain of what you are doing, okay? You know exactly what embassies want, and you are able to meet up with the criteria because we already built your case. We audit your documents, we assess you based on your experience, educational background, and work experience. For those who don't have work experience, we assess you and help with the requirements to align with what you are going for. Okay, we create your application blueprint custom for your situation, your route, and your destination country. We show you exactly what to write in your statement of purpose, how to structure your proof of funds, and how to present your case. Then we guide you through submission. We make sure every form is filled correctly, every document is uploaded properly, every fee is paid on time. We track your application, we follow up, we prepare you for interviews where necessary. Okay, we handle problems before they become rejections. This is how we get approvals. We don't leave anything by chance. We document everything so you always know what's happening, and we keep updating you from time to time. And when you get all 3 pieces working together, the right route, the qualifying profile, and the visa strategy, magic happens. Boom. Just look at all these results. We have a client presently in Europe on residence permit. At the beginning, he was very scared that the program would be very expensive, but we were able to get him a program that is reasonable, even cheaper than going to study in Europe. He wanted to study in Europe. By the time we calculated the fees, living expenses, and every other thing he needed, accommodation, etc., it was quite expensive for the course he wanted to go for. But by the time we did research and provided him with the residence permit in Europe, he was very excited, because this means that he would just start working and start making money. He won't need to wait until he's done with school to start, making money. And the residence permit is for 3 years, and after that, it's renewable. So our client was very satisfied with our service and recommended us to other people. So I have another client. This one is very recent. He applied for Canada, was refused because of his proof of fund. When he came to us, we checked his sponsorship letters, sponsorship documents, and the amount that he had as proof of fund. We discovered that it wasn't enough, even though there was money in the account, but there was no good banking history. For Canada, you need to have good banking history because they ask you for 6 months bank statement for study, 4 months bank statement for visiting. So you don't just bring a lump sum without showing good banking history for the past months. In his own case, the last month was when the money was put in that account. So the embassy suspected that the money did not belong to him, and he was refused. So we advised him to go for UK, since he didn't have a good sponsor and good banking history. And we were able to apply for a master's program for him in the UK with research. That's master's in research. This enables him to go with his family, because it's not just ordinary master's program. After getting the visa, he was able to relocate to the UK with his family successfully. Husband and wife and 4 kids relocated to the UK successfully through Master in Research program. So this is where we emphasize on going for the right program, knowing the right route. This is how you go from being stuck in Nigeria to living abroad successfully. And the great thing is, once you follow this system, you know exactly what to expect. No more guessing, no more confusion, no more wasted money. No, now imagine how it's going to feel when you finally board that plane and land in your best country or dream country. Isn't that wonderful? When you land in Canada or UK or Australia or any other country of choice, when you start earning in dollars or pounds, when you send your first transfer home, how much pride will you feel? Can you imagine that feeling of fulfillment? Just take a moment and imagine it. How do you feel about this? Proud, right? You will feel very good that you're able to fulfill your obligations back home, isn't it? Yeah, it's a very wonderful feeling. That is what I've been trying to show you. Okay? Now, with this system, you can move from confusion, rejection to approval and relocation in the next 2 to 6 months by the grace of God, because it's proven, is systematic, and it works for students, professionals, and skilled workers. So let me ask you this. If you knew exactly which route to take and you had someone guiding you through every single step, could you be living abroad in the next 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 months? By now, you are probably wondering how you can get access to this system so you can finally stop researching and start relocating. Well, my team and I handle everything. I am an immigration lawyer and a travel consultant with over 12 years experience. We will guide you through the entire process. We choose your route, we get your admission or job offer, we build your profile, we submit it, we track it, we just show up for, you will just show up for your biometrics. If it's a permanent residence, you'll go for your interview where it's necessary, though it's not in all cases, and board your flight, and then move to your choice country, your dream country. But before you can apply to work with us, we want to give you a free 30 minutes clarity consultation. On this call, we'll review your profile, we'll identify which route is best for you, and we'll show you exactly what you need to do next to start your relocation journey. Even if you are just a little bit interested, here is what to do. Click the button below, fill out the short application form, pick your time and date to speak with me. Now you are probably wondering why we are doing this for free. Well, it's one of the ways we get new clients. Many people go through this process and say, Janet or Barrister, can't you just undo everything for me? But here's the thing, this is not for everyone. This consultation is for serious-minded Nigerians, either students, professionals, parents, individuals, okay, who are ready to relocate, people who have the funds to invest, people who are ready to follow the process. It's not for people who are just browsing. It's not for people who want instant results without doing the work. It's not for people who can't invest in their future. We can't help everyone. We only take on clients who are serious. If you've watched this far, it means something. You've been working hard, researching, planning, and sacrificing. Now it's time you got the result you deserve. So click the button below, fill out the form, book your call, and we are here to make your dream come true. Alright? Here's the thing, I personally handle many of these calls because understanding your situation is critical to building the right plan for you. But that means I can only take a limited number of calls each month. Alright? So you have to be very serious because right now I'm booking calls 1 to 2 weeks out, and I've noticed something. The people who make decisions fast get results fast. They become our best success stories. So make your decision now and book a call. Book a call while spots are still available. Alright? I'm giving you the opportunity now. Okay? What's the worst that could happen? You get a free 20 to 30 minutes roadmap showing you exactly how to relocate abroad. The best thing happens. We build a complete system that gets you approved and living abroad in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 to 6 months time. So the question isn't whether this system works. You've seen the proof. The real question is, will you be the person still stuck in Nigeria in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 months from now, watching your friends relocate? Or will you be the person sending pictures and money from Canada back home, or from UK or Australia back home? The choice is yours. Click the button below and apply for your free clarity consultation and assessment right now.